All right, now we're doing 7 cube, remove consecutive duplicate words. This is by E. Mahalen, and 94% of the people like it. So our task is to remove all consecutive duplicate words from a string, leaving only first words entries. For example, this with the double betas and the triple gammas is going to be turning into this where there's no repeats. Okay. So there's a few different ways we can do this. Let's start off by doing the old standard for loop method. We're going to say, first we're going to let result equal this, this empty array. And I'll show you why in a second instead of a string. And then we're going to also let, what should we let? We should let, we're going to turn this, we're going to split this thing up into an array where each word is in its own element. So we're going to say array equals, and then we're going to say s dot split. All right. And if this is your first time seeing the split method or you need a refresher, the split method takes a pattern and divides a string into an ordered list of substrings by searching for a pattern, putting the substrings into an array, and returning the array. So you see right here, they're splitting this thing by the spaces, so each word is going to go in its own element. So let's just put words right here and run it. So you see we've got the array just like that. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to say by the spaces, I should say. And so let's do a console.log array just to check. Test it out. All right, now we've got this right here. Now we're going to make a for loop and get rid of all these that are not equal to the one after it. So like this one is not equal to this one, so this one's going to go into the result. This one is equal to this one, so it's not going in. This one is not equal to this one, so it's going in. This one's equal, this one's equal, this one's not equal to this one, so this one's going in, and then so on and so forth. All right, so what we're going to do here is say for let I equals 0 while I is less than array.length. We'll say I plus plus, all right? And then we'll say if array at the current I does not equal array at I plus 1, we're going to say result.push array at I. That's why the result is an array, so we can push all these into it. And then we're going to join them all together down here. We're going to say return result.join. And if you can imagine it, the join method creates and returns a new string by concatenating all the elements in an array separated by commas or a specified separator string. So if we do, like you see, this one's going to be by the hyphens. So if we run it, fire hyphen air hyphen water, and if we change it to spaces, fire space air space water. And there we go. So that's what we'll do right here. Just like the split, but the other direction. Test it out. And look, it works. And let's attempt it. Just like that, just like that. But believe it or not, we can do this in more concise syntax. We can, let's just do a little slash star right here. Go to the end and do a star slash, commenting this part of the code out. Come to the beginning and just start down here. We'll say console.log so we can test while we go, and right here we'll just say s just for formality, right? So now we've got the string back like this again. So now we're going to put it now we're going to split it. So let's split it. Whoops. Let's split it like this, test it. All right, now we've got this again. So now what we're going to do to this is we're just going to run the filter method on it, filter. And if you need a refresher on the filter method creates a shallow copy of a portion of a given array filtered down to just the elements of the given array that pass the test implemented by the provided function. So basically we're going to do this test right here inside of this filter method. So let's look at the syntax on this so that we can get the right things into this little function. So the syntax we're going to use is the array we just made dot filter. We're going to have the element, we're going to have the index that the element's at in the array, and we're going to have the array that we're filtering itself right here. So we're going to use all three of these as arguments for the expression. So we're going to come over here and we'll say E for element, I for index, and A for the array. And the array is referring to this array right here, the s.split array. All right, so we'll just say pretty much exactly like this. We just want it to filter anything that is the element not equaling whatever is at array at I plus 1. All right, so it's just like this right here. Let's test it out. And look, we've got this again. All we got to do right here is just get us a little join action. So copy this, paste it, test it out. And would you look at that? Would you look at that? Let's get this. Let's see if it's for real, for real. Test it out. It's hot just like that, all right? Attempted to make sure there's no tricks. And it's solid. All right. So now we've got this, but you know what? There's definitely more ways to do this. We'll just do one more. Let's get rid of this console.log, comment this part out, and then we'll come down here and we'll start a new thing. We're only going to use one method on this one. So we'll say s.replace, all right? And if you need to know what replace means, we're going to come up here and check it out right. I guess I didn't put it up there. Let's get the replace JavaScript. Boom. Right there. Did I not put it up there? Filter, join. All right, well, we've got the replace right here. So the replace method returns a new string with one, some, or all matches of a pattern replaced by a replacement. The pattern can be a string or a regex. It's going to be a regex in this case. And the replacement can be a string or a function called for each match. And the replacement we're going to use is going to be a string, all right? And this string is just going to be an empty string because we just want those ones that we match to go away. So get ready for some regex if you're not already pumped. So here's the regex right here. We're going to use as the replacer. And then here's the empty array right here. The pattern and then the replacement, I should say. So this is the pattern we're going to use and this is the replacement. So first things first, we're going to use a rare one, a rare assertion, as far as these ones that I've been doing so far. And we're going to use this assertion right here. This matches a word boundary. This is the position where a word character is not followed or preceded by another word character, such as between a letter and a space. All right? And note that the matched word boundary is not included in the match, blah, 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 blah. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to have, it's going to be something like matches the M in moon right here. So we're going to have the /B for the word boundary. And what we're going to match inside these parentheses right here is going to be this character class for the small w, which the lowercase w, which matches any alphanumeric character from the basic Latin alphabet, including the underscore. So pretty much any of these characters right here. So what we're matching is the \w, all right? And so this is the first half of the pattern we're matching. And then for the second half, we're going to do a /s. Let's go over here to the character classes again. And right here, it matches a single character. The small s matches a single white space character. There we go, including space tab. Well, space is one of them, so that's what we're matching. So, but we're not just doing space. We're going to do an assertion on that space. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to use this look ahead assertion, which matches x. It's going to be just like this, x parentheses question mark equals y. So it matches x, which is the space, only if x is followed by y, and y will be this part right here. So let's do that. We're going to say the parentheses right here, we're going to do question mark equals, and then we're going to do that. We're going to access this here. So how do we access this right here? Exactly this. What we're going to use is this group and back reference right here, this /n, where n is a positive, \n, where n is a positive integer, and a back reference to the last substring matching the in parenthetical in the regular expression, counting the left parentheses. Okay, so that being said, we're going to match \1 because this is the one it's counting. It's counting the / parentheses, and it's going to be matching this exact one and the word boundary following that, like this. Okay? And that almost looks good, but the thing is, let's go back to, where is it? Replace. It only does the first occurrence. Only the first occurrence will be replaced, so we're going to have to add, we're going to have to come over to the regular expression official page, come down here to the, or main page, whatever you want to call it, come down here, the global search flag right here, and after this / we'll put a G for global, so it'll search for more than one. All right, so now let's test it out. No, come on. Man. All right. Oh, right here. Check it out. Check it out. We forgot one thing. Let's go over to this quantifier right here. We need to look for the plus sign, which matches the preceding item X one or more times. So it's going to match any letter or underscore more than once right here. Let's test this out. All right, there we go, finally. And attempt it. And I mean, this, hard to read, yes, but it's good to get our regex practice in because this stuff ain't going to go away. And there's always going to be regex when we're dealing with JavaScript at least. Let's submit this. All right, and so you see right here, the first one is the filter method. They pretty much did it the same way we did, just with different names for the parameters. Right here, they pretty much did it the same thing with different names, just like us. Just like the last one, I should say. And then here's regex right here. They do it, but it's a different assertion right here, and then plus it's, we'd have to look that up to figure that out. And if you want to, you can check out all the rest of them. Let's go over to mine. Just me on this one. Best practice in my opinion. Very much like it. And we'll see you next time.